Look at this. Look at this, y'all. I'm trying to put the baby carrier on, surround my neck. My neck hurting. What is she screaming at? Oh, she back there playing with that puppy. Ooh wee. I gotta take this off. This ain't right, y'all. Sage. That's probably she was like, If it hurt me, it probably hurt her, right? Woo. I'm like, baby, it's supposed to be, my neck hurts. It ain't supposed to be around your neck. Oh, Sage. She like, oh, thank you, Daddy. You had us toe up in there. Yeah. I need assistance from Mama next time I wear this. I feel like I'd rather have you on my back, too. Where you like a backpack. Sage!
And I got some. The flavor thing is a Swiss chard. It's purple. And it's the little purple seeds. You ever seen the Swiss chard?
Yep. Swiss chard.
It looks like lavender.
Here, let me show you this side over here because I have planted some stuff over here.
Because I can get some pallets.
Yeah, so this is how we started off gardening in Texas. We had pallets like this. And our backyard was probably like about the size of this area here.
Yep, like from the end of the house. It's like the end of the tree right there. So end of the big mama, the willow tree.
That's about my backyard.
Perfect.
And I had a 30 by 10.
Okay.
So it went 10 out, and then it was just long.
Yeah.
And then I was back there, but I didn't do the whole yard. I just did the 30 by 10 in there. I had a fence in and go in there and weed it out and stuff, kind of like that. But we were finished. And I was out in there, but they were still in the fruit. This is crazy.
And so, yeah, so right here, these are mustard greens. I'll take them out once they get bigger. I just throw the seeds in there because they're so small. And so this is mustard greens, and then these are turnip greens. Yep, and then over here I'm planting kale. A little bit of them are coming up, but it's still like too chilly. And then this side you can see these little ones that's coming up. These are radishes.
Mushroom.
Oh, yep, mushroom blocks. I put mushroom blocks in here, so the mushrooms grow out of the mushroom blocks. You know that pile over there that you saw?
Yeah.
Those are
the mushroom blocks.
Yep. You know Zach from Portage River Mushrooms?
I don't know him personally, but I've seen him.
Yep, those are from him.
Yeah, I need to talk to him Portage River. That's the name I'm trying to remember.
Best mushrooms on the block.
Yesterday I was
And
trying
then
to remember that.
I don't plant carrots. These are carrots and this right here.
Okay.
And so I plant carrots in there so they can go deeper.
Oh.
And then potatoes are in that tote right there. I planted. Yep, I planted. You thought you still had all your. Now these are all weeds coming up, but underneath there is potatoes. Actually, it's probably not weeds. There's probably some food in there because this is compost, and we throw our seeds in our compost pile, so it could be some actual like stuff growing. But
yeah.
I'm gonna take it all out so that my potatoes can grow good.
So the potatoes will grow good in bins like that?
Yep.
So you just stick them down in the dirt?
Yep, I have actually I can show you.
How you know when they're ready?
So the potato flout, like the plant with the leaves, they die off. And then that's when you want to go pull out your potatoes.
Look, they got some good worms in there. Look at that. That's good.
Nice. Getting it in. It'll work.
They go. They starting to grow. Yep. Oh, actually, it grew a potato already. Look at that.
That's crazy.
Man.
You already grew a potato?
That's something, but I had him. I like the fingernails.
I ain't gonna mess with her because she in there doing her job.
Oh, so you plant the eyes. You know when it starts growing all
the ones I just threw away?
Yeah.
So I just throw them in a bin of dirt?
So listen, they were growing eyes.
Roots.
they were growing before it was time to plant them. So what I did was I took all the potatoes that were growing, I stuck them in this box right here, and I put dirt on top so that they
let it just do its thing.
Yeah.
So you just put the whole, I could have put that whole bag of potatoes.
And then you can plant them later on.
With that being said, we didn't know potatoes would grow this early, and as we see,
that's what I'm saying.
They didn't grow no
they didn't even grow leaves.
like leaves.
So that one would have got way bigger.
Yeah, and the box part would be a little bit deeper, and this was just to store it.
Like rusted.
Yep, these are rusted potatoes. Yep.
And we're gonna plant these.
So you can do any potato.
I wasn't even trying to grow them yet in there. I was trying to just keep them.
Man, I'll take that in the house and cook it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. What is your potato?
Yeah, there you go.
This for you, Kinga.
I'm gonna go show him and put it up.
And we're gonna plant sweet potatoes in a bin like that also.
This is actually our first harvest of the season.
Man, son, give me a couple bins. Let me be the potato bin.
Yep. To be honest, what you could do is you can go behind stores and you can get like milk crates and just get those for free too.
I got a milk crate right
I got
yeah.
milk crates.
Yeah, making garden cheap as possible.
Look, let me show you this. Well, that one right there. I put hay over the top.
I can put my tomatoes in something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, because I'm putting them right now. They in pots like this, but I can do one at a time.
Can you pick this up so she can see it?
I'm gonna notice if I put more than one. Oh, the onions.
That's garlic.
Garlic.
Yep. And so I had it like that over there, but the hay blew off.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if the garlic's gonna come up. Maybe when it get warmer. But this kept it warm. The hay on top.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's doing the stuff.
Yes, indeed.
And so I wouldn't plant.
Look at her. Look at her.
Garlic.
Garlic ready when the stems.
So garlic grows these. They called. I don't know what they called, but they like yellow flowers that come up.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta cut those off because it take energy. So you cut those off, and then you let it grow up, and then when those die back, you pull them out. And onions the same way. You let them die back, and you pull them out. Or you can see onions when they start popping up.
Yeah, you can see them. They look like that almost.
Yeah. And you can just wrap those out and let them cure. You don't gotta let those ones die. The onions.
Let them cure.
Because you can take the green off. To the end where the cornfields start back there.
We're gonna take a stroll down Angela Memorial Trail.
Okay.
Where that cornfield start to grow in the back.
So behind them trees.
Nope, in front of.
Oh, I see the cornfield.
You see the post? There's like a post to the right back, straight back.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Far post. Yeah, yep.
Okay. Oh, I got you. I see it. Yep.
All right, let's get to it. Let's grab these trees, y'all. So we picked up some peaches and apple trees, and we're about to get them planted. Let's do it. Rejuvenation Sunday, y'all. Garden treats, love our foundation. These trees came from Walmart. Since the mushrooms add good minerals and nutrients to the soil, we're gonna take them out these bags, and since it's gonna be our permaculture garden right here, we're gonna get this tilled up one last time as we turn it into our permaculture garden, like we have to plant these trees. And when I till it in, it's just gonna be mixed in with the soil. And so that's what we're doing with these blocks right here. But when I first got them, it was cold, and it's still cold right now. So because we can't till into the field, not wet no more. See how wet the field is. And so once it get a little drier, we can get it tilled up. And so we're gonna mix these right up in there. So yeah, and it's sawdust, so they good.
Nice and deep.
Yep. So these fruit trees, like peaches and pears, their roots grow like east and west, so they really don't go too deep. And so that's why we put it like 2 foot deep and expand it out like wide. I got you. Yeah. Blunder her up. So change of plans. I know we talked about planting the trees at the stakes, but since it gets so wet over there, last time our fruit trees didn't do so well, so we're gonna put this weeping willow there. So I'm gonna get her right and scrape her up. You got it, Marley? So I got the tree. So I'm just gonna stick it on up in here. Yep. Then I got this one. Put her right. Right where this stick was. Willows love water, so It's gonna do amazing right here. Nice and deep. She gonna do just fine. Yeah. Your glove on. Yeah, come help me. Here, come here. Put, step right here.
There you go. Nice. Look at that. That's a tree of trees expert right there.
You can tell she came to the first event.
Right?
Oh. I'm gonna help you in a second. Let's get it.
Nice. Good job. Oh, that is, look at that hole. Oh my goodness. You did amazing.
Here, let's finish this hole.
Wow.
That's an example hole right
there. Yes.
Like that.
This is.
Yeah, take a picture.
Yes, let me get a picture of this.
Go in the house and watch your phone? Yeah. I'll go in there. I'll take you in there. Come on. But I'm coming back outside.
All right.
Let me get a far away one too.
This is the next one.
How come you putting that one so close?
Huh?
Why you putting it so close on the trail? Oh, all right, that's fine.
I'm gonna move that one over. That one up there is straight.
That's good. It's good. Yeah, usually.
Yeah, when they get warmer, I bet I could knock 2 or 3 out. But baby,
I'm happy we went with 4 and not 6. We was going with 6. I'm happy we just chose 4 because, man, it is freezing. I should have got some hand warmers. Oh, my hand is on the camera. Let's see what we got going over here. Good job, Alyssa. Good job, you got it. It's just so muddy and heavy. We're getting workouts in. Alyssa, you can tell the whole softball team to come get a workout in. I'm talking JV and varsity.
Told you, what? Well, you gonna watch this later on YouTube?
I know, right?
That's why she's so mad. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some of those branches off there and go stick them in over there. They go our living fence right there. Yeah. Go ahead, baby. Get with it. Good. Perfect. Oh, that's beautiful. We got compost over there. And there's some good soil. All right, look at that worm. Go ahead, get in there, wormy. Big mama not selfish though. She gonna supply. Go ahead, baby. I got you. Yeah, this field gets so wet.
Wow, we right on time. All right, we got them planted in. So right here, we have our kefir pear. It's a kefir pear you planted. We have another Red Haven peach. We have another Red Haven peach in the back. Oh, that's cool. Red Haven peach right here. And we put hay around them so that they can stay a little bit more warm since they just not getting planted in. It's a cold day. And I heard in Dollar General, that Jack Frost supposed to visit tonight. So, Methley plum. These are the only 3 that we got planted along this side of the trail because it's really wet right there. So, we might end up planting like some other type of trees around and then start back planting fruit trees in the back. And right here on this side of the trail is a pink lady apple. Yep, so we got them. Got it all planted up. And so that completes our first Rejuvenation Sunday.
Say you ready for event number 2? Look at this pretty garden, y'all. Humble Gardens. Humble Gardens. So we here to share some information about Love Always in our permacultural garden experience. Look at these. These are like nice. It's already. Oh, watch this water. So you can grow in anything. Look at this. Feverfew. They growing in all types of things. Those are the ones they build. You can see they're old peppers. Look, this is an old freezer or refrigerator or something. Look at this, y'all. Like old freezer or fridge. Chickens over there. Look at these. Look at this, y'all. You can grow in anything. All you gotta do is get started. The only wrong way to garden is not to start a garden. You feel me?
I'm the CEO of Ailing and Reichert. I'm a chemist. I also the CEO of Humble Gardens, and I'm trying to be a farmer. That turns out that's harder than you think it is. This is the raised bed garden area. This is actually the idea of one of our community members. This wasn't my idea. They told me about it, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds fun. So we put this in here. I practiced with the wheelchair to see, obviously I'm not in a wheelchair, so to see how it would be to be in a wheelchair, I built it with that in mind. And we're experimenting with these horse stall mats to see if we can make more of the space handy-capable accessible is the word I like to use. We tend to grow herbs here mostly. I plan to grow more of the succulents and tomatoes in this open space here, and then perennials in the front yard there. That's kind of the plan for this overall. And anybody can come here and harvest, anybody can come here and plant. You can pretty much do whatever you want. It's your garden too, that's our motto. And so we're gonna head this way.
Yeah, we gotta bring some trees.
The idea for Humble Gardens, my dad owned this factory, and in 1999 I realized I was going to be handed the keys to this factory, and it felt kind of lame because that meant my future was written for me. So I left, and I went and lived on a sailboat in the Caribbean for 3 years and made my own electricity and fished for my own food, and I didn't want any part of this. I told him to give it to my sister, and I remember he was upset. He cried about it. I cried about it. But I said, I don't want my future handed to me. That's kind of lame. And so what I realized, though, when I was in the Caribbean is I had no money. I lived on a $13,000 junk sailboat. And I was the happiest I've ever been in my life. And it's from that kind of idea that Humble Gardens was born. Because if I could do it on the water, then what's it like trying to do that on land? And then one extra aspect is, can I bring people with me? Can you make it a community thing and not just an individual thing? So that's kind of the idea of Humble Gardens. What's that? Oh, right? I might not have left then. This is something we meet every Thursdays, and anyone's welcome. And this is something we built recently. I put that drum in there. I got to clean the drum. The idea is to make charcoal or your own bone meal. So if you cook your own bones from the butcher or chicken bones or any kind of bone, it becomes, see how brittle they are? Now if you tried to do that with one of these bones, and you can just make your own bone meal. And this acts like a heat shield to trap the heat around, and you just simply burn scrap wood in there. You fill that up with wood, and you can make your own charcoal, which means you can make your own soil additives and your own biofilters with the charcoal. And that's something we built out of scrap here. And that's the other thing we're all about. It might not look all shiny and new, but we're trying to build for free. I don't have a lot of money. I have a lot of stuff. For me to give food away, I have to have very little financial input in it, right? It has to be free. Because there's no price tags at Humble Gardens. Everything is based on the idea of take what you need and leave what you can afford. So in order for me to be able to make that claim, I have to have very little financial input into that food. And one of the ways the community helps is there's this drive-through. Now it's a little bit flooded right now, but you can drive up at any time and drop off your kitchen scraps with the idea that you're helping me feed my animals. In exchange, I'm donating my eggs. And I think you could build a really big, this is kind of, think of this place as kind of like a community Amish hybrid test center, right? It's a little bit of everything. But if you look at the Amish, I guarantee if you watch them pick up a barn, there's 200 people picking up a barn, I guarantee they all don't like each other. They're not all best friends, but they work together to solve a problem. That's power and unity, folks. And that's the idea here is, I don't even have to know you guys, but we can help create our food together. So you can drive up here, and there is eggs in the, I made sure I saved some for anybody who wants. There's chicken and duck eggs in the cooler right now. So you drive up, you throw your compost here. The chickens and ducks will come here and eat it. And then I just constantly put more wood chips and turn the soil so that there's no odor. I've got about 100 chickens and 30 ducks. And if you smell, unless I'm too used to it, which does happen, do you guys smell a lot of odor from the animals? And the key to that is vinegar and wood chips. Lots of carbon. Carbon absorbs the methane, and the ammonia gets converted with the vinegar. And then, of course, everything here is based on donation, whether it's material goods. The city and local chipper folks drop off wood chips for me. So the whole idea is, can we bring all these materials together? The eggs are here, so if you want to grab eggs, the duck eggs are in the styrofoam, the chicken eggs are in the cardboard. And then if you want to leave a donation, you can put it in the box. And that's about it back here. And then we're going to go around the other side. You guys can actually feed the chickens and ducks. I got some stuff set up there. You can feed them. And I'll go through then in detail the aquaponics and kind of the heart of the farm that allows it to run without so much effort. Because I do whatever you want with it. And to get one that size delivered on your property, I just got a quote, it's $2,300. I have to repurpose them or get rid of them because I have to keep certain new ones available for shipping, I think. So they're constantly getting a surplus stock that they have to get rid of. So over here, you can feed them in that So if you look right here, you got the water coming in off the roof. I use rainwater because it's cleaner and healthier and what you have, and it's free. Free is a big concept here. I also have utilities running all these things. Now, I'm not running entirely free. I'm running electricity on some of this stuff. So with the solar system, I can convert that to really a zero-cost system. I haven't got that far yet, but that's kind of the vision for it. But you can see the water coming in. There's a trap on the water, which helps reduce any kind of leaves or junk getting into my containers. And then you can walk in here if you want. It's pretty fresh. There's a little bit of chicken manure. So this is all the water. These are all staged in series through that bottom pipe. Don't stink. A big old many people in here that want. This is my auto chicken water. So that's just an IBC tank. I drilled some holes in. Whenever I want to add water, I just reach in here, turn this valve, and fresh water, and then obviously it's full, so it's pouring out. That keeps the chickens from scratching and putting a lot of mess in there. And then anytime I want to flush it, there's just a valve, and I turn it on and flush the water out. And you can use vinegar to clean it. And then these are rollaway egg cages. So the advantage is they're on a slope, so when the chicken lays the egg, it rolls away and you get less manure on the egg. So you get cleaner eggs, and I don't wash them at all. I put them right in the container. They go right from the chicken butt to the egg carton. If you want them washed, that's on you. This right now is kind of, and I build everything out of garbage. So these are old ladders I got from an antique store for real cheap, and they make really good roosting bars. Metal's not so great to use as a roosting bar because it's too cold for their feet, so I like to use wood. And this is just a clean out door, so I basically cut this out and hinged it so that you can clean out with the tractor to make everything easier. Or if I had to replace, like say one of these broke or something, and I needed to get them out of here, I could get them out through that space. There's 1,200 gallons of storage. These are just IBC tanks on an old shelving system, and there's not a lot of money invested in it. This was an old pump. This was the whole part of the farm. This is an old pump I found on Marketplace for $200. It's a swimming pool pump. And then I plumbed the rest of it to run the duck pond. And this is what helps keep this from freezing in the wintertime. So I keep that and a few heat lamps, and none of this froze all winter. I had water all winter in here.
I love it.
The other advantage is the way this is set up, I can hook this up, run a pipe out, and now I've got compost tea on demand. Aerated compost tea.
Aerated compost tea on demand. That's amazing.
Overflow pond here, that's not aerated, that's anaerobic, and I'll use that to spray on fields. Now the difference is with anaerobic, you've got, be careful going that way. I don't want anybody to go that way.
I gotta chase him down.
It's too slippery. That's how I hurt my ribs, is on that metal edge right there. And once I get this set up, then I'll let people walk through here. It's just not safe right now. And you can, right behind you, if you want to feed the chickens and the ducks, I got some seeds there you can throw at any time. But going back to the compost tea, that's aerated, and so that's safer to put on your plants. Aerobic bacteria are safer for, not every species is safe, but there are very few aerobic that are truly dangerous. Anaerobic, though, serves a purpose. It breaks down the nitrogen. It completes the nitrogen cycle, so it breaks ammonia down into, I think it's nitrite and nitrate, and it completes that into then eventually nitrogen gas. However, anaerobic bacteria are a little more dangerous for humans, so you don't necessarily want to put that right on a crop you're about to go eat. Where this is safer to put like right on a tomato and then go home and wash it off, and it's safer to eat. But you have, basically I'm making two different kinds of fertilizer for free. All my own soil is being made by the chickens. So I make the soil from the manure and the wood chips, and then just time.
Bobby!
Step away, why aren't you utilizing biogas and making your own compressed natural gas to burn that?
Time and money.
You got IBC containers, you've got everything you need except the compressor.
Yeah, I just, there's a lot of things.
Do you own a compressor? Surely you own a compressor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you need to compress it into cylinders.
Yeah, I haven't got that far yet, so that'd be cool.
Forget solar, because you don't have enough sunlight here. You know, you dropped
I haven't
over
even
9
looked at that,
hours
so
and
that'd be
11
cool.
minutes of sunlight
Yeah.
here. You don't have enough solar, but you can make biogas every day of the year.
Yeah, I never even thought about that. So
Oh
that'd be
yeah,
cool. I
you
should
are.
look into that.
You've got. Yeah, you're one step away right now.
No kidding. I never even thought about that. So that's why this is so cool, because this is why bringing people together makes
My
things.
cousin's ex-husband is the one who set up the whole biogas thing that Tyson had.
Oh yeah.
But the community wound up running them out because it was too hard. Filtering the smell on that scale was just
Too much.
too much. But at this scale, very doable.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
This I'm transitioning I'd like to talk more about that. This I'm transitioning into my new chicken coop, and I'd like to expand. This is what I call duckwaponics, and we can go into more detail of that. This is what I want the chicken coop to be, just a plain chicken coop, open. I'm gonna put some roost bars at the top so I can drive my tractor right in, clean it out. No muss, no fuss. This has got a lot of stuff in it. This is the first start, but I'm kind of want to declutter that, just make that the water zone. So you can go in here. The chickens and ducks have access to here through that little bridge. Everybody can cross. You win some, you lose some.
Depends where they want.
This on your property, and you've covered it in mound of mulch or soil. Now you've insulated it.
Sure.
R value. What's that? If you don't put too much, just a couple feet. A couple foot of mulch over top of this will give it a lot more R value. From there, this is kind of and rodents. Those are the three typical problems you see on a farm. So my breeding room, I keep inside here, and we rotate the rooster out so that it's not too noisy for the community. And so these are the ones I'm making the baby chickens from. It's called the Love Shack, like the B-52s. And right now we've got a naming contest going on to name our rooster. So he doesn't have a name technically right now.
I still vote for the bearded menace.
I call him Lucky.
Lucky. Yeah, if I get reincarnated, I want to come back as a Humble Gardens rooster.
Oh, daddy.
All of our roosters.
My vote is Daddy-O.
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 Lucky he didn't wind up in this spot.
So that's where that, and then we can go inside.
So, I'm ending this video on a walk to go and feed the chickens. We had a really successful Rejuvenation Sunday. Even though there weren't a lot of people there, we still got everything accomplished, and that's the most important thing. And hopefully as the weeks go on, we'll get more people out. We met an amazing crowd today at Humble Gardens. Humble Gardens is one of the most beautiful community gardens I've seen, and I really inspired to be like them. I can't wait to see what it develops and becomes. It's going to be amazing. They had some beautiful chickens, and the duck aquaponics system they have set up is amazing. And I'm just so grateful for that experience and for meeting such kind people. I'm definitely going to join the women's homesteaders group. And also Humble Gardens, kind of like how we do Rejuvenation Sundays, they're open on Thursdays, and so hopefully I get a chance to attend those. And I'm just really excited about it. They're gonna come out to our Rejuvenation Sundays. I just know it. I feel it. And I hope that a lot of them become members also, because this organization can only work if we have participation. And also you at home, just because you don't live nearby, if you are passionate about what we're doing and you want to support our mission, please become a member. We will send you seeds to get your garden going, and also you can support somebody who's doing something for the community, and not just saying we're doing it, you actually see us doing it. So thank you so much for being here and liking our video, subscribing to our channel, and continuing to support us on this journey. And I want to give you a look at the chickens before we go. Here they are. They're getting big, guys. I know it doesn't look like 18 yet. Wait until they get bigger. And I don't think all of them are out. A lot of them stay inside. And so I have some kitchen scraps in here, some juice pulp, honeydew. We have some grapefruit, lots of chickpeas, some good seeds in there, some mint. And yeah, they get some treats, guys. Let's give you some treats. It can't be the garden of treats without giving you treats. Hi, puppies. No fighting. Hi, puppies. Be nice. Aww.
Go together.
Receive heirloom organic seeds delivered to your doorstep every month.
Access expert grow guides, videos, and tips.
Discover new exciting seed varieties every month.
Together, we build sustainable communities, one seed at a time.
Every seed is worth it.